This week, my backyard bike park got its first YouTuber, Brian from BKXC. If somehow you don't know who Brian is, he's one of the original POV mountain biking channels, and he travels all over the world to some of the best mountain biking spots known and unknown. At the moment, Brian is attempting to ride in every state in the US within the year, so I am his stop from Missouri. Now, Missouri has loads of awesome areas for mountain biking, but Brian only had a day to ride, and he kind of already had a to-do list for the backyard. First, he wanted to conquer all of the skinnies on my tech trail. That's 6. Then, he wanted to attempt the floating skinny on the pond. And lastly, we of course had to build something. So I figured we could warm up on the drop line, aka upper decker, and then start to tackle that list. I'm not sure that Brian needed a warm up though, because this is what he did as soon as he got on his bike.
Let's see what this thing's made of.
Give her a go whenever you're ready.
Run. Oh, getting clipped in. That was super sweet. Just that little perfect little hump thing, and then oh, you got speed, and I'm gonna rail this thing.
Brian's ability to move his bike around is extremely impressive to see in person. It definitely doesn't come through how quick and agile he is on his bike with the POV footage he uses. But we've all got our weaknesses, and Brian's just so happens to be drops.
Ah, mentally, I just not do it. Dang it. This drop is actually kind of almost up to my nipples here, so it's a little spooky at first go.
More like belly button, not quite nipples.
It's like in between. It's at my gut.
Send it.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This one's the one.
Oh, this drops.
Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah. Woo.
Man, this is built so well. This is Seth's first time building something, and it's just rolls so fast and fun, and oh, it's a hoot. You heard it here first. It's a hoot, guys. Okay, it's skinny time. Let's see, how many times do we think it's gonna take for Brian to clear this? Brian, how many times do you think it's gonna take to clear it?
4.
He says 4. 4 times, dang. Okay, 4 times it is.
I didn't commit. I friggin'.
Yeah, that teeter-totter
stopped.
is just straight commitment. Here we go. Yo. Ah! Yo. Yo. Yeah. 4 times. This guy knows what he's made of. Wow. All right, here we go. First attempts. Oopsie daisy.
Speed is your friend.
I'm getting your front tire.
You're gonna take that asterisk? Oh shit, really? Up, up. Beautiful hop off. Yo, cleared.
It's like so many times I wanted to give up. I'm like, oh no, this isn't it.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, no.
Cleared. Yeah. Whoa.
I gotta really speed this up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's weirdly smooth. Yo. Yo.
This is really the ultimate backyard feature that anybody can do. Anybody can build.
Yo.
I might have done the wrong one.
No, you're good. You got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude.
That's so neat.
engineered him. Your tires are bigger than you think.
Yo! Very nice. Good stall. Go for it if you want. One right after the other. Can he clear the teeter-totter? No way, Jose.
This one is just so much more intimidating.
This is 25 feet. There we go. There we go. Yo! Right on. Can he just... Oh!
Easy.
Oh. Yo!
Yes!
Up.
Okay, that would have been the best save ever!
There it is. That's what we all expected.
And just like that, Brian had cleared all of the skinnies without breaking a sweat. Well, all the ones on the trail, that is, because next up, Brian wanted to make some attempts at clearing the floating skinny.
So here's where I made it to. There's my duct tape.
I'm gonna try not to get psyched out by your tape when I fly past it.
Tons more wrecks and carnage happened like this on the feature, but I'm gonna let Brian share all that pain and mayhem on his channel, so keep an eye out for that in the coming weeks. Now what I will show you is his record-breaking run, because we indeed have a new champion on the floating skinny.
Yo! 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 No! Whoa, man! How's it feel? You've got the record now. Is the record enough?
Oh man. Oh, that was amazing. I'd like to thank Sarah and Seth and Dana. It's a team effort. You know, it's not all about me all the time.
Yep.
The floating skinny has a new record at 90 feet, but it still needs to be cleared. Again, go subscribe to BKXC because his video is going to have all the insane crashes from Brian's attempts at getting the record. But with the floating skinny done, we had time for one last quick build. Now, I've always had this idea for a trials type skinny feature where you have to get from one skinny to the other with a side hop of some sort. When I told Brian this idea, he thought it would be cool to have it dead end into a tree. I agreed, so we grabbed some boards to test the concept because neither of us are trials riders, so we had to make sure it was even doable.
Man, it looks so far now.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, I stupidly thought
This is not gonna work. Nope. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Something like a...
Kick that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do the onesie twosie. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
So Brian can do it. I can't do it, but
You got one.
the fact that
I think you got one.
the fact that he can do it multiple times, I'm down to build it anyway. All right, so we're out here at an existing feature already. So what we're gonna do is take this pre-existing skinny here, add a board on top of it that you bunny hop onto, and then where Brian's bike is, we're going to just sandwich this tree with two boards, run them out that way, and yeah, you'll get up onto there, bunny hop over to there, and then cruise through the rest of the feature.
This build would be pretty straightforward. The main thing we had to make sure of was that the feature was strong enough to handle multiple impacts when you jumped from one side to the other. So we just added some boards to both sides of the old skinny, sandwiched it together, and then attached a wide board on top.
So me and Brian just finished modifying an old feature and making it much more interesting. He's calling it Cedar Junction or something like that. It's because it's kind of like, it's got like this train stop where like you dead end into a board and you gotta jump over. Let's see what you got.
I don't even know what this is gonna be. Okay, okay.
Once Brian figured out he could immediately hop over onto the other skinny, it was no problem for him. Now for me, on the other hand, I'm not really good at bunny hops, and I don't wear clipless pedals, so I can't even pretend that I'm good at bunny hops. But I did recently learn how to Indo 180, so I set out the next day to conquer this skinny my own way.
This is hard. This is very hard.
Yes, yes. Oh, come on, come on. No!
After 3 hours of attempts on this thing, it finally happened. But of course, the camera blurs out right before I do it.
Yeah! Oh, I did it. I never thought that would happen. I even got caught up. I don't know if you guys could see that, but my foot got caught at the very end. Oh my God. Oh my.
After I noticed the footage was blurry, I ended up trying again and was able to get it without ghost interference.
Yep. Yeah!
Despite how long this feature took me to clear, it's honestly my favorite skinny on the trail. So a huge thank you to Brian for coming out and helping me build it. It was really awesome getting to see someone else ride the backyard trails. So when I get some more things built up, we'll have to have Brian out again. Until then, we'll get back to our Subscribers Decide trail next week. And before we go, just a quick thank you to my patrons for all the support this month. You guys are freaking awesome. Anyway, let's build some more stuff next week, and I'll see you then.